Hey everybody, we are so excited to invite you, and we just want to send a quick video just to encourage you about our Summer Reset Challenge that starts this weekend. We're Sonny and Cindy Zentmeyer. We're the founders of 2B1 Life, and we've been married for 38 years and involved in investing in our own marriage as well as the marriages of others for over 25 years. And we've come to realize throughout the years that we individually have needed to rest and reset. By spending time intentionally doing this, it has helped us to get refreshed and restored.
Yeah, we need restoration, and all of us do. And this helps us to get what we need also to strengthen our relationships with God, with ourselves, and with others. Now, restoration, we've come to find, is part of God's design for us. And we need this over and over again because we live in a fast-paced world that is constantly demanding our time, our attention, and our affection.
It's crazy. The busyness and distractions that we allow are competing with our most important relationships, and we would love for you to join us as we share our Summer Reset Challenge framework. It's funny because...
Funny, but not so funny.
Right. As we've been putting this challenge together, and we've realized that we were in crazy need of restoration ourselves. We were putting the finishing touches on the reset, and then crazy, everything hits. The piling on of obstacles and circumstances going against us was heavy, and it was really extremely disheartening.
Yeah, I really started doubting God, and I was thinking, all right, why are you asking us to do this? I mean, I can't do this. I'm not enough. I don't have what it takes. I don't want to misrepresent you and write the wrong thing or misuse your scripture somehow. Maybe I've started something, maybe we've started something that we weren't really supposed to, or, is this really something you want us to do? So there was like this wave of a critical spirit, just condemnation. I was feeling so unworthy and just kind of feelings of failure. And it felt like that black cloud that always hovers over Pigpen and Charlie Brown. But it was just, it was weighing on me that I knew I needed a reset.
Absolutely. And so why is it sometimes that the very thing you were trying to encourage others about, all of a sudden you're struggling with it? This has happened many times to us, but we will tell you God always uses it to get our attention.
Yeah.
God is so amazing. There are tasks He calls us to do that are way beyond our ability. And the minute we start to believe that the message He's giving us to relay is for everybody else, He reminds us, His word is for our benefit as well. And He reminds us that sometimes He gives us a task in order to reveal a
this
need
is a great
that we
example
have.
of that.
That's right. He gave Adam the task of naming all the animals just so he could reveal Adam's aloneness need. Then He brought Eve to Adam and provided for that need. God has given us a task, revealing our own need for restoration, and He has provided a way to fulfill that need.
Yeah, so as we continue to put the challenge together, we had to do a reset ourselves. God is always working in advance and leading us to lie down in green pastures beside the still waters. He wants to restore our souls, and He wants us to depend on Him. He always gives back so much more than He asks us to give, and you just can't outgive God. So as I brought to Him my feelings of inadequacy and not wanting to disappoint Him, at some point He called my attention to this scripture. And this is because of the reset that I was going through. Proverbs 22:4, the reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. So I was reminded that the enemy wants to use my feelings of inadequacy to make me feel unworthy. He wants to stop the whole process, right?
Yeah, He wants us to miss out on the blessings that God has.
He doesn't want us to follow through. But God says, no, you're not unworthy. I felt like He was reminding me that it's good for you, Cindy. It's good for you to be humble and recognize your need for me. And when the enemy tells me the lie, you're going to mess up, you're going to misrepresent God, God said no. I felt like He was affirming me, and He was saying, it's good that you have respect for me. So His word really, it was part of His restoration for me, and it's so freeing, and it's so necessary for all of us, and it leads us into His peace. And when we get restored and refreshed, that carries over into our most important relationships.
Right.
And then we started taking this on with bolder confidence and realizing that, okay, God is going to make this thing happen.
Absolutely. So listen, join us for the 2B1 Life Summer Reset Challenge as we seek God's restoration together and step away from the lies and the distractions and into His truth and peace filled with rest, recovery, and restoration.
Oh, that sounds so good.
It just sounds good, yeah. So we're excited about launching our Summer Reset Challenge, which will challenge all of us into a new mindset of, again, rest, recovery, and restoration. Throughout the challenge, we will be discussing truths, facing realities, aligning ourselves with Scripture, experiencing our faith, and renewing our mind. We'll challenge you to introduce a new mindset and a reset shift of perspective that will help you develop and live out a faith vision for your marriage. It's a 14-day challenge to reset and implement rest.
Yeah, so we're going to be challenging you to restore next steps of the journey, to refresh, renew, and seek restoration of what you identify needs to be reset. We're going to help you explore the threats depleting you and the benefits of restoration. We're going to help you simplify the process of restoration through adjusting routines and patterns of life. And we're going to encourage you to experience the adventures that will challenge you to live out your faith with action. And we're going to help you think with your God-given imagination to build a new mindset and a faith vision beyond your circumstances to help you live out an incredible perspective for your marriage. So you can get more of the specifics and details and register for the challenge at 2b1life.net/challenge.
Yeah, so we'll be sending you a video message every other day, giving you a couple of days to review and complete that portion of the challenge before the next session. Over 14 days, we'll be encouraging you to give yourself permission for some much needed rest and restoration and an intentional thought-provoking framework that will lead you into long-term restoration with short-term wins together.
Yeah, so some of you have already gotten registered for the challenge. We are so excited about that. You're going to be receiving an orientation video from us that you can watch before the challenge starts to help really position you for success with the challenge. If you haven't gotten registered, we'd love for you to go ahead and do so. And like Sonny said, give yourself permission for this reset.
Yeah, so listen, join us for the Summer Reset Challenge. You are worth it.